My name is Mona Ghaie,
Okay.
and I came here in February 2000.
Okay. And why did you come to Northern Ireland?
I got married here. My husband was based here.
Okay. And what did you think then? Did you come from India or?
I came from India, from a place called Lucknow in the north of India, about a 40-minute flight from Delhi.
Okay.
And destiny sort of brought me here. That was the way it was. Marriage got fixed here, and I got.
And was that the first time that you'd ever came to
Yes,
Northern
I
Ireland?
did, yes.
Okay. And had you ever been to any other part of the UK before?
No,
that?
I hadn't.
Okay.
No.
So what were your first impressions then whenever you got off the plane? I don't know what month you came in, was it?
I came in February.
Okay.
It was very, very cold.
Yeah.
It was, I think, 5 days before my wedding.
Okay.
And we landed in the evening, I remember, and
Was it snowing that day, I think?
it snowed the second day when I got up. It had snowed, and it's a lovely place. Nice, warm people. People will smile at you, talk to you. They make the effort to. Apart from the weather, everything is very nice here.
Okay. And what age were you then whenever you came?
27.
27. Okay. And then how did it feel to obviously leave your home in India to come here?
It was very hard.
Okay.
I had never been away from home for
Okay.
that way. So I was always born and brought up in India and stayed with family and a very close-knit family. It was hard. It was really hard to be separated and to be so far away that it's not like you can get into a car and go and see your mum. It was not like that.
Okay.
It was difficult to leave friends and everybody behind and start on a new canvas altogether.
Okay. It was a wee bit different maybe for some of maybe your mother-in-law who came in the 60s and things.
Yes.
They were very much on their own. You were
Yes,
left
absolutely.
maybe
The biggest thing was I
independently.
moved from one family into another family. I moved from family life into another family. So it wasn't that it was such a great shock to the system, but I know the generation before ours faced a lot of hardships because they began on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And explain a wee bit about Lucknow. I know that another lady I've interviewed, she's actually from that area as well.
Right,
so if you
okay.
tell us a bit about where you live.
Lucknow is the state capital of Uttar Pradesh in India. A lot of dominance of the British Raj over there in terms of architecture, in terms of even food, and it belonged to the constituency of Awadh, which is where the Nawabs were from. A fusion of the British Raj and Awadhi culture is what we see. A lot of people would be Urdu speaking as well in the area, and although the general language the majority would speak would be Hindi.
Just mentioned there about speaking English.
Yes.
Obviously, whenever you came here, people's dialects were different.
Absolutely,
Did you
I
find-
could not understand sometimes. Even now, I cannot understand the Scottish accent too much.
Okay.
It takes me a couple of seconds to understand as to what they say, and even sometimes I say, "What did that person just say?"
Yeah.
But of course, the accent is very different. I didn't know that it varied so much within the UK. Like, the Liverpudlians would have a slightly different accent, and the Scottish have a different accent,
Yes,
and
yeah. Even
from the
places
mainland,
in
yes,
Northern
which I
Ireland
was not
itself.
aware of till I came
Yeah.
here. But it's interesting, it's nice. It took a few years to catch a hold of the accent and how people speak here, and still getting there.
Okay. And then what about when did you first go back to India after being here?
A year after I got married, February 2001.
And how did that feel then to go back?
It was very overwhelming. I remember the plane touched the ground and I was very weepy. I remember that. And every time you go there, it's the same feeling. As soon as it just overwhelms you.
Yeah.
As soon as you touch the ground, it's like I've reached. It's that kind of feeling. Even though you have to take another flight or a train
Yes.
back to my hometown. But it's very nice. You sort of start looking forward to the journey too. Is always seems quick enough that you're reaching. There's a destination to look for, an aim to the whole trip,
Yes.
and it's very hard to come back. It's a very long journey back.
And what would be the thing that you look forward to most? Would it be just seeing family and friends, or is it food? Or
I think it's more than anything. It's family and friends. That's it.
Okay.
That's what draws you back. And as long as your parents are there and they're waiting for you, that's what makes a difference, doesn't it?